Exercise. Often called the forgotten remedy, isn't it? Exercise is very important for the kidneys because when you exercise, you increase the circulation of the blood all through the body and absolutely to these little filtering units. So when you exercise, it enables the kidneys to filter the little units much more effectively. Exercise does something else too. See, every time you walk, just picture your kidneys. Every step that you take, your kidneys are being strengthened and toned to perform their work.
Are you above 50 and starting to notice changes in your kidney health? Research shows that as we get older, our kidneys naturally become less efficient, making us more vulnerable to issues like kidney stones, infections, and even chronic disease. Do you struggle with frequent urination, lower back pain, or high creatinine levels? Well, these problems are more common than you think. But what if I told you that certain secret and even banned herbs have been used for centuries to heal and restore kidney function? These powerful herbs can help flush out toxins, reduce inflammation, and support overall kidney health. So what are these hidden remedies and how can you use them safely? Stay tuned as we reveal the secret and banned herbs that could change your kidney health forever.
Let's go to the smallest unit in the kidney, which is a little nephron. It's a little filtering unit. It's called the Bowman's capsule, and out of the Bowman's capsule the filtrate comes out. And then the filtrate weaves around these tubules and is eliminated via the bladder. So what happens with these little filtering units is the blood comes in, weaves around the filtering units, and then the blood weaves around the tubules. So let me show you where in the kidneys are these little filtering units. So the medulla is the middle part, the cortex is the outside, and all the little filtering units basically sit on the outside, and then the tubules weave down like this, then into the ureter, into the bladder, and out via the urethra comes the urine. So why am I talking about the kidneys with pH? Let's say the pH of the blood is getting too acid. Well, it's in this area of the blood going through the tubules that the pH is tested. You see, we only filter out 1.5 litres of urine a day, but out of these filtering units, 1,800 litres is filtered out. So where does that go? There's a reabsorption here. And it's in the reabsorption area that pH is being monitored. So let's say the pH of the blood is getting too acid, and we'll look at why that is in a moment. Then extra acid is dropped into the tubules to be urinated out. But let's say the pH of the blood is going too alkaline. Well, it is here that extra acid is pulled back out of the tubules and into the blood. So that is how the kidneys are constantly monitoring and balancing, if necessary, the pH of the blood. Let me give you a story to illustrate. We had a lady, she was coming to do our program, this is a few years ago now. She rang up Saturday night and she said, "I'm very worried about coming to your retreat." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Well, I'm about to go on dialysis. I'm 57, my legs are swollen, and I'm worried if when I come to your retreat and go through the detox, I'll get worse. Do you have a doctor there?" I said, "We don't, but we will keep a close eye on you. We can adjust as we go, and there is a hospital an hour away if you need that." And if someone would say to my husband, "Do you have a doctor there at your retreat?" you know what his answer is? "No, and we don't want one." You see, we're not doctors, we're just lifestyle coaches, teaching people how to be their own doctors. Yes, go to your doctor, yes, go to your specialist, and see what he says. And what can you do with his advice? You can take it or leave it. That's why God's given us this sound mind to consider these things. I said, we'll closely monitor you. The lady who rang me Saturday night, She said, oh, all right. Never had anyone come reluctantly to our health retreat before. I found out why later. Her mother and her sister had paid for her and were pushing her to go. So she came. Early that morning, I was praying. I said, Father in heaven, what do I do with this lady? She's about to go on dialysis. And then God put into my mind a few things. Remember that early morning? My celery was going to seed. Did you know that celery is an excellent kidney herb? My parsley was going to seed. Did you know that parsley is an excellent kidney herb? Couch grass is all through my yard and trying to get into my garden. I'm always pulling it out. Another kidney herb. So I gathered all of this, and what I did was I made her up a litre or a quart of tea every day with the celery seed. I just put the tops in. And I put some ginger in there to make it taste a little bit better so it didn't taste like grass. As I'm consulting with this lady, I discovered that she only drinks 2, maybe 3 glasses of water a day. She would say, look at my legs. There's too much water in my body now. Can you see that reasoning? It's because she's dehydrated that the body is actually unable to handle that water. So what happens in this reabsorption here is not only pH is balanced, but so is sodium and water levels in the body. So when that goes down, can you see why the legs swell? Her blood pressure was high. Blood pressure is also monitored here. She was having 3 cups of coffee a day. She's a nurse, and nurses drink a lot of coffee as a rule. Coffee dehydrates you even more. I discovered she had a gluten intolerance. And because she was a nurse eating a lot of fast food, with lots of cookies and sandwiches on the run, she also had a hormonal imbalance. She said to me, I will not be able to walk with the guests in the morning. I said, that's right, not with those legs. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get on the little rebounder for 1 minute every hour, just doing this, just this. That's called the health bounce. Anyone can do that. And that will stimulate the lymphatic system to start dispersing the fluid in the legs. I said, I want you to drink a litre of water a day and a litre of this tea. And that was far more than she was usually drinking. But I said, you are never to drink a whole glass at once. You have to drink it little by little by little by little. And the kidneys can cope a lot better with that. So Monday morning, she did not walk with the guests. Tuesday morning, she walked with the guests. Her legs had gone down by half. She was so excited. She hadn't seen them like that for weeks. She was a very happy lady when she went home. We wrote a program for her to continue. She emailed me 3 months later. She said, I don't have to go on dialysis. Isn't that incredible? I was talking to a nurse. She said, I've never heard such a thing. Who healed her? The body. Nature alone is the effective healer, and how much better can it perform its task when given the right conditions? She said, I've had a liver function test, and my liver function, the test is the best it's been for years. She said, my inflammatory markers have come back to normal. She said, I feel better than I have felt for 10 years. I'm going back to full-time work. I've lost 10 kilos, that would be 20 pounds in weight. This is in 3 months.
Kidney health is something most people don't think about until they have a problem. But your kidneys are working 24/7, filtering waste, balancing minerals and regulating blood pressure. When they're not functioning properly, toxins build up in the body, leading to fatigue, swelling, high blood pressure, and even kidney failure. While medical intervention is sometimes necessary, nature provides powerful herbs that can help support kidney function, reduce inflammation, and promote detoxification. Celery, parsley, and couch grass are 3 of the best natural remedies for kidney health. They each contain bioactive compounds that help flush out toxins, reduce swelling, and protect kidney cells from damage. Understanding how they work on a scientific level can help you use them more effectively. Celery is often underestimated, but it's one of the best herbs for kidney support. It contains compounds called phthalate, which help lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels. This is important because high blood pressure is a leading cause of kidney damage. Celery is also a natural diuretic, meaning it helps the body get rid of excess fluid by increasing urine production. This reduces swelling and prevents kidney stones from forming. It also contains antioxidants like luteolin and apigenin, which protect kidney cells from oxidative stress. One of the simplest ways to use celery for kidney health is to juice it. Drinking a cup of fresh celery juice daily can help flush out excess sodium and toxins. You can also make a tea by boiling celery seeds in water, which enhances its diuretic and anti-inflammatory effects. Parsley is another powerful herb for kidney function. It's rich in vitamins A and C, which help reduce inflammation and protect the kidneys from damage. One of its key compounds is apiol, which has natural diuretic properties. This means parsley helps the kidneys eliminate excess fluid and toxins, while also preventing the buildup of harmful minerals that can lead to kidney stones. Studies have shown that parsley can even help regenerate kidney tissue and improve overall kidney function. One of the best ways to use parsley is to make a strong tea by boiling fresh parsley leaves in water. Drinking a cup or two daily can support kidney detoxification. Some people also blend fresh parsley into smoothies or add it to soups and salads for an extra health boost. Couch grass is less well known, but it's one of the most effective herbs for kidney issues. It contains polysaccharides and silica, which help soothe inflamed kidney tissue and promote healing. It's particularly useful for urinary tract infections, as it has antimicrobial properties that help clear out harmful bacteria. Couch grass also has a mild diuretic effect, encouraging the kidneys to flush out excess fluid and toxins without putting too much strain on them. Many herbalists recommend making a decoction by simmering couch grass roots in water for 20-30 minutes. Drinking this tea a few times a day can help reduce kidney inflammation and support urinary health. Each of these herbs works in a slightly different way, but they all help cleanse the kidneys and support their function. One of the best approaches is to combine them for a more powerful effect. A simple kidney detox tea can be made by simmering a handful of celery tops, parsley leaves, and couch grass roots in water for 15 to 20 minutes. Adding a slice of ginger can enhance the anti-inflammatory effects and improve circulation to the kidneys. Drinking this tea daily for a couple of weeks can help clear out toxins, reduce swelling, and support overall kidney health. While these herbs are powerful, it's important to use them correctly. Drinking enough water is essential, as herbs that increase urine production can cause dehydration if you're not replenishing fluids. Also, moderation is key. Overuse of diuretics, even natural ones, can lead to an imbalance of electrolytes like potassium and sodium. If you have existing kidney disease or are on medications, it's always best to check with a healthcare provider before using herbal remedies.
The kidneys need water, because when you drink adequate water, it keeps your blood nice and thin, and it's a lot easier for that little filtering unit to filter your blood when the blood's nice and thin. So we need to be drinking at least 2 to 2.5 litres of water every day. The second one is warm. The kidneys need to be warm. Let me show you. Here is the kidney. And these little filtering units are all on the edge. And these tubules here basically weave down like this. And then into the ureter, which is into the bladder, and there's the ureter from the other kidney, and then urinated out. Considering this, you can imagine if this back area of the human body gets cold, then not a lot of blood will go into that area. You see, we're warm-blooded creatures, and where there's no blood, there's no warmth. And if someone has cold hands and you look at them, their hands will be quite white. But if they clap their hands and rub their hands together, the hands become pink, and now they're warm. Do you know why they're warm? Because they've got blood in them. So it is the blood that causes the warmth. So let's say, and it has been a common fashion over many years, to have the midriff area bare. And that's all right. on a day like today. And it's all right in the middle of summer in Cairns, but when I lived in Melbourne a few years ago, in the winter you would see young girls with bare midriffs. What happens is the blood's not getting in there because it's so cold. And so what's happening is the blood's not getting filtered. And so waste starts to build up in the blood, and who's going to clean up the waste? Your own microorganisms evolve into the cleanup team. And then the girl goes to the doctor because she's discovered she's got a urinary tract infection. Hopefully that doctor says to her, how much water are you drinking? You've got to keep those kidney warm. Are you exercising? Have you stopped the coffee? Have you stopped the Coca-Cola? But I've got a friend, she's a doctor, and if she says that, you know what the girl will do? She'll get up, leave her surgery and find someone who'll just give her a course of antibiotics. No, she's got to keep those antibiotics when she really needs them. Urinary tract infections are quite easily fixed. You've got to look at what causes them, start to drink more water. But this is continuing. And so the brain says, the kidneys are having a problem. They're not able to filter the blood because they're so cold. Let's insulate the kidney. And what does the body insulate the kidneys with? Now remember, we don't have fur and we don't have feathers. We have fat. And so the fat cells are built up there to insulate the kidney. This is the belt. I think it's called muffin top. Do you find that today? Many young girls, they've got thin arms, thin legs, but they've got this weight around the torso area.
Keeping your kidneys healthy is one of the best things you can do for your overall well-being. These small but powerful organs filter waste, balance minerals, and regulate blood pressure. When they don't function properly, toxins build up, leading to fatigue, swelling, and even serious health issues. While herbs like celery, parsley, and couch grass are great for kidney support, there are many other natural ways to keep them in top shape. Eating the right foods plays a huge role in kidney health. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries, leafy greens, and bell peppers help reduce inflammation and protect kidney cells from damage. Red grapes, for example, contain resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant that supports kidney function. Garlic and onions are also great choices because they help reduce blood pressure and improve circulation, both of which are important for kidney health. Avoiding excessive salt is another key factor. Too much sodium makes the kidneys work harder and can lead to high blood pressure, which is one of the main causes of kidney disease. Cooking with fresh herbs instead of salt is a simple way to cut back without losing flavour. Reducing your intake of processed foods is just as important as eating the right foods. Processed foods are loaded with artificial ingredients, preservatives, and unhealthy fats that put extra stress on the kidneys. Many of these foods also contain high amounts of phosphorus, which can be harmful to kidney function if consumed in excess. Sticking to whole, natural foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains can make a big difference in how well your kidneys function. Keeping blood sugar levels in check is another important step. High blood sugar can damage the tiny blood vessels in the kidneys over time, leading to kidney disease. Eating balanced meals with a mix of protein, healthy fats, and fibre can help stabilise blood sugar levels. Avoiding sugary drinks and snacks can also prevent spikes that put stress on the kidneys. If you have a sweet tooth, reaching for naturally sweet options like berries or dark chocolate with a high cocoa content can be a healthier choice. Managing stress is often overlooked when it comes to kidney health, but it plays a big role. Chronic stress leads to high levels of cortisol, a hormone that can raise blood pressure and contribute to kidney damage over time. Taking time to relax, practice deep breathing, or engage in activities that bring joy can help lower stress levels. Getting enough sleep is equally important because the kidneys repair and regenerate during rest. Poor sleep can increase inflammation and put extra strain on these vital organs. Another natural way to support kidney health is by reducing exposure to toxins. Many household cleaning products, beauty products, and even tap water contain chemicals that the kidneys have to filter out. Choosing natural cleaning products, using a water filter, and being mindful of what you put on your skin can help reduce the toxin load on your body. Avoiding unnecessary medications, especially over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen, can also protect the kidneys. These medications can cause damage when used frequently or in high doses, so it's best to use them only when truly needed. Certain teas and natural remedies can also support kidney function. Dandelion tea, for example, is a gentle diuretic that helps the kidneys flush out excess fluids. Nettle tea is another great option as it helps reduce inflammation and supports detoxification. Drinking a cup of these herbal teas a few times a week can be a simple way to keep your kidneys healthy. Taking care of your kidneys doesn't have to be complicated. Drinking enough water, eating the right foods, moving your body, managing stress, and reducing toxin exposure are all natural ways to keep them functioning at their best. Small changes add up over time, and even simple habits like drinking more water or swapping processed foods for fresh whole foods can make a big difference. Your kidneys work hard every day, and giving them the support they need can help you feel better, have more energy, and prevent future health problems. Taking care of your kidneys is simpler than you think. Small changes like drinking more water, eating the right foods, and managing stress can go a long way. Your kidneys work hard for you every day, so giving them the support they need can keep you feeling your best. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this information. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.